Hi, welcome to Mitsubishi. My name's Tim and today we are doing a walk around video of our 2014 MY14.5 PHEV Aspire. So in this video we're going to go around the car, I'm going to point out the quality of this vehicle, some of the styling points, and then go into a little bit more detail about how our plug-in hybrid electric vehicle actually works. Looking at the front of the car, you'll see that with the sun beating down on our Arctic silver paint, it's got that nice blue tinge to it and it gives it a really good sparkle across the front. As for condition, I'm having a look for you, just seeing if I can point out anything, and so far there's really nothing for me to point out. The way that these chrome highlights run through the middle of the car across the Mitsubishi badge in the middle, joining the headlights together, is a really good design. Towards the bottom we have fitted this car with black and white slimline plates as well. Being an Aspire, being top of the range, it does deserve that sort of treatment. Coming around here we do have our fog lights just down the bottom with our chrome accenting around the outside of those, and our headlight washers for our HID headlights. Moving around now to the driver's side of the car, we'll have a little stop at our first premium alloy wheel. The styling of these wheels I really like. They got that really nice accenting chrome up against the dark colour, which does present the wheel quite nicely with the contrasting against the lighter colour of the car. There's no gutter rashing on this wheel. It has been fitted with brand new tyres, which is really good to see. These tyres are also they're Toyo tyres, which is just what I was looking for, the brand. They are 18-inch rims as well. We do have our badging just here on our driver's side guard, the plug-in hybrid EV, electric vehicle. That's where the PHEV or PHEV name actually comes from. Colour-coded side mirror caps with built-in side indicator as well. Moving down the car, this car does have keyless entry, so you've got a button to lock and unlock the car when you jump out the vehicle, and push button start as well. Bit of chrome accenting along the bottom of the windows here. Privacy glass in the back, but no tint on the front. Privacy glass does give it a nice look, but doesn't offer the UV protection that you get with tint. So what I'd recommend is getting darkest legal on the front and getting some UV protection on the back. As for the side of the car, there's no marks for me to point out. This car is in absolutely fantastic condition. Stopping at our second premium alloy wheel, this wheel is in just as good condition as the first, once again with a brand new tyre. One thing I want to point out while we're down here, this black highlighting along the bottom of the car is hardened plastic guard to protect the paint from any road residue flying up while you're driving along. Driver's side of the car, we've got a really big trap door here. That's for our plug-in on that side of the car. So you do get your 15 and 30 amp plugs with the hybrids, and if you can run 30 amp, that's great. It'll run more efficiently, but otherwise you do have to run the 15, which will make it just charge up, but just take that a little bit longer, and that's where your charging ports are. On the back here, we do have really nice big chrome tail lights with a bit of a chrome garnish running along the top here with our Mitsubishi badge in the middle. Our Aspire badge on one side of the boot, and then our PHEV badge on the other with parking sensors on the rear. Pressing this button, we just give it a bit of a pull. We do have our reverse camera as well. And then under here we got floor mats in the car, nice storage with our charging ports under here, as well as our nice privacy cover just there, which is really easy and good to have. Closing down the PHEV, hitting the button, it does have automatic opening if I did open it with the key, which we do have two of. As we move around now to the passenger side, we've got our fuel filler cap here for the petrol engine, so it does take 91 unleaded fuel for when it's running off that engine. Having a look at this wheel, we do have a little bit of gutter rash just here, but otherwise, once again, a brand new tyre in fantastic condition. This side of the car presents just as well as the first. I would like to point out we do have a sunroof in this model as well, just sitting on top, but I'll run through that a little bit more when we are actually inside the vehicle. The excellent condition of this paintwork does continue down the rest of the car. I would, however, recommend probably getting some glass coat to help keep this paint in such great condition. Stopping at our last wheel, we do have a brand new tyre with, once again, a rim with absolutely perfect condition on that. So what we're going to do now, we're going to pop the bonnet. I'm going to run through some of the features and the way that the hybrid engine actually runs. So by releasing the bonnet on the right side of the car, or driver's side of the car, and then just lifting this up in the middle, control arm to prop up the hood, you'll see that over here we do have our main electric motor side right next to our petrol. So these two do kick in together and they work off each other, so getting a good balance between the two. You can drive up to about 40 k's on just your electric vehicle as long as you stay under 80 k's an hour. As soon as you need a little bit more power or go into over 80 k's an hour, the petrol motor will kick in. The way it kicks in is pretty seamless as well. You won't ever really notice, and there's a display on the dash to tell you what's happening. You can use the petrol engine to charge the battery to get up to 80%, but you do need to plug it in to get that full 100% charging. With this car as well, you can actually, if you do get it all right, you can even get up to 1.9 litres per 100 k's driven, which will give you 2,000 k's from the tank of fuel in this car, which is really good. And they haven't sacrificed safety either. This car does still have a 5-star ANCAP safety rating. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is drop the bonnet down. We're going to jump inside the car and we're just going to run through some of the features that you can get on our Aspire model. Alright, so now jumping into the interior of our PHEV. This car does have a few extras as well, and the condition of this car is very nicely. As I run through some of the features and how this car works, pay attention to just how well looked after this car is. Over here on the right, we do have a side mirror adjuster, as well as electric window control and child lock buttons. We do have our headlight control with auto headlights on the right with our blinker control, and our front and rear windshield wiper on the left. Leather wrapped steering wheel around here with cruise control on the right, and our Bluetooth and media settings here on the left. On our display, you'll see we've got an engine, a battery and a tyre. So if we're driving just on battery juice, it'll show battery to tyre. At the moment, we're just sort of sitting idle. There's no battery charging this vehicle currently, so it's using the power, the petrol engine to charge the battery. If we drive, it will show us that we are using the petrol engine to power the car. So you can sort of see what's going on with the car. It's got a really nice, easy to read display there. Moving to the center of the car, we do have this really nice piano black finish throughout the middle of the dash on our car. And we've got a really nice satellite navigation display. Throwing that into reverse, we do have a really nice big reverse camera with distance markers, 3 meter, 2 meter, 1 meter, and 50 centimeter. And then by putting it back into park, it obviously just brings back our satellite navigation. Touchscreen as well, very easy to use. We can even open it up and store a CD. So by dropping down, the CD player does hide behind it with our Maps SD card and our user SD card as well. Just by tapping the open button, it will close itself off. Just down here, we do have our dual zone climate control, which is really good. Set at 2 different temperatures on this car, as well as your fan speed. Just below that, a little bit of storage with our 12-volt socket and 2 front cup holders. Just behind here, we do have a park brake, not park brake, this is our parking mode. So this transmission is a little different. B mode is for braking. You would have seen we have paddle shifters before. All that does is it's got a nice friction point behind the wheels. You can adjust the intensity of that with your paddle shifters, put into that mode, and what it does is as you're rolling along, it will use the friction from the car to help charge the battery up as well. So you've got another charging method. In order to change gears in this, you press the P button at the front for park. Otherwise you go sideways and forward for reverse, sideways and back for drive, and then P for park again. Very easy. These 2 modes just change how the petrol engine and the battery interact with each other. So by hitting charge, it will use the petrol engine to charge up the battery. Hitting save will help just change the way they interact when they kick in. Back here we do have our 4-wheel drive lock for our all-wheel drive mode, which is pretty handy to have, and front seat warmers for this car. In here we do have a really nice center console with a removable tray, revealing our 12-volt socket, as well as a nice USB port in there. So now, just gonna have you scan around the inside of the car. We do have these really nice leather seats, carpet's in fantastic condition, the dash is in fantastic condition as well. This car has only done 27 Ks and it looks like it's probably only done less than 20. Having a look up at the roof quickly as well, as we pan up around the car, I'll show you our sunroof. So up here we do have a nice cover, which we can open manually, and then by pressing on this, it does tilt open the sunroof just for a bit more ventilation. And then just flicking that back will open up the sunroof as well. Nice and easy to use. So guys, that's been the interior of our PHEV. Guys, so I'd just like to say thanks for watching our walk around video of our 2014 MY14.5 Mitsubishi Outlander plug-in hybrid electric vehicle Aspire. I knew that was going to be a mouthful. I hope this has answered any questions you have about the car, both how it works, condition of the vehicle as well. It's a very good vehicle. Obviously the hybrids, when you're looking at hybrids, a lot of them are smaller cars with very thin under chassis and all the rest of it. This car is built just like an Outlander, so it's got that tough, reliable Mitsubishi as well as that awesome hybrid technology as well. Having mentioned all of that, guys, I just want to cover off one more thing. This car does qualify for our premium mechanical protection plan, which will give you 5 years of mechanical protection for the vehicle, as well as 10 years roadside assistance Australia-wide. If you'd like to know more about that, please click the link in the description below. Otherwise, guys, once again, thanks for watching our video. Berwick Mitsubishi, customer service is where we thrive, so please give us a call at 9907 0555.